I don't know why more people don't leave the hometown that they grew up in. I think people just get so comfortable where they're at. I think people get stuck in the trap of kind of just staying where they know best, and it does a lot more harm than it does good to a lot of people. And I think unfortunately it's really easy to get stuck with the same people that you've always, you grew up with, or your family and stuff like that. And I think everyone needs to leave where they came from at some point. I don't think you can stay in the same place forever and ever really progress that much as a person, to be honest. So I can put myself in a position to leave. This is where I'm from. It's really tiny. And I don't think it's really done. I mean, it's done enough for me. It's morphed me into a pretty good person, and it's given me enough experiences to realize that I need to grow and I need to leave, which can be beneficial, but there's nothing here for me anymore, This isn't exactly a place where dreams are created. This isn't a place where you grow as much as a person, as far as like experiencing new things every single day. It's kind of just the same shit. And you're probably going to find that in a lot of places, but I think here specifically in Boise, Idaho, is where dreams kind of just die out. It's really hard to find things that inspire you in a place like this, as opposed to a big city like LA or Miami or New York. And man, I really want to fucking move to Miami. But I think if you can find something that genuinely inspires you and motivates you, and you can surround yourself in that environment constantly, how are you not going to grow? Right? I think it morphs a certain kind of person to be in an environment like that. And I've kind of come to realize something about people is people are just so incredibly comfortable in a shitty circumstance, right? It's like comfortably miserable, which I understand it, but it doesn't make too much sense to me. Whether that be in the place you grew up, or whether that be in the physique that you currently have. You're fat, you have a bad diet, you got bad habits, you got drug and alcohol problems. People get so comfortable in that misery and they get so used to it. It's because your brain has like a mechanism that protects you. And look, man, I've struggled with all of it before. I've been skinny fat, I've been fat, I've been skinny, and I've been comfortable in all those shitty circumstances, right? I've struggled with addiction. I've struggled with addiction most of my life, from the age of 13 all the way up until a year and a half, 2 years ago. Alcoholism, drugs, hard drugs. Of course, it started out with weed. That's how most people start. And then it formed me trying to fill a hole in myself. Anytime anything bad would happen in my life, like a relationship ended, or I had a falling out with a friend or a girlfriend, or something shitty happened, I lost all my money, or I lost what I felt like everything, I would just dig myself deeper and deeper into that hole. And obviously nothing good came out of it, but thankfully I was able to learn from that. But I think a lot of you guys out there struggle with the exact same thing. I think a lot of you guys struggle with just allowing yourself to be comfortable inside of your addictions, inside of your habits, inside of your shitty physique. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. And it's stupid, but I think it's also up to people like me out here to show you guys that there's so much more out here for you, Now, like I was saying, to a certain extent, right? I get it. But why aren't you trying? Do you really deserve happiness if you aren't even really trying anything? If you aren't trying anything new? Do you truly deserve to be happy if you aren't trying to become the best version of yourself every single day? If you aren't going to the gym when you're fat or skinny? If you aren't getting over your addictions and getting over your drug problems and alcohol problems, or cutting out people that you need to cut out of your life that you need to, but you haven't been able to. You just surround yourself with all this negativity. Like, I don't think you really deserve to be happy. But everyone deserves a chance. It's up to you whether you want to take that chance or not, at the end of the day. And man, growing up in a place like this where everyone just doesn't really think about things like that. They just get up and perform at the same level every single day. They don't push themselves to be better. They don't push themselves to make more money. They don't push themselves to get a better physique. They don't push themselves to get over, to fucking put the bottle down or to put the pills down. You know? That's how a lot of people around here know. And look, a lot of people around here are hard fucking workers. Right? This place has definitely formed a sense of, you know, just get up and work hard every day mentality. But work hard towards the wrong things, unfortunately, is the lesson a lot of people, including myself for a long time, learned from living in a place like this. That's why I think everybody needs to leave their hometown. But a lot of people just don't understand. And a lot of people don't have any sort of outside perspective. But I think that goes for everywhere in the world, right? Because you see, unfortunately, I experience on a day-to-day basis at my job, walking down the street, at the gym even, people are just so fucking miserable. And that's it. They're just miserable. And nothing is really being done on their end to change that fucking situation. And it's sad. And I'm not saying I look down on everybody. I'm not acting like I'm better or like my shit doesn't stink. You know, I'm realistic, but what good is not even trying doing? You know, a lot of you people just refuse to even try, or you try it and then you give up almost immediately. You know, a month isn't trying. Shit, a year is barely trying. And then you just put the torch down and just say it's not meant for you, and that's bullshit, to be completely honest. You know, I'm brand new to all of this shit. I'm brand new to this, and I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna fucking get what I want. I'm gonna get after it because that's what I do. You know, that's who my father is, and that's who I'll be. You know? This is what I'm used to. Seeing the same fucking place every single day, with the same people every single day, drinking the same alcohol, doing the same drugs all the fucking time. Dude, I grew up it. I lived in it, right? I've fucked up pretty much everything you could fuck up before, right? I've fucked up good relationships. I've fucked up my body. I've fucked up my mind. I've let good things go. I've let good opportunities pass me by because I wasn't focused, because I wasn't paying attention. You know, I've crashed cars. I've fucking gotten DUIs. I've gotten, you know, in a lot of legal trouble. Still in legal trouble. Still suffering the consequences of my actions that I did years ago, right? To this day. Which plays a part in the reason why I'm after this, why I'm trying so fucking hard. But honestly, you gotta be able to let things go. You gotta be able to let your mistakes go and what you've done in the past. You have to come to terms with it at some point, right? You gotta forgive yourself, which I think I undermined that ability for a long time. I didn't even really understand what that meant. But when you forgive yourself, you're able to like unlock the new version of yourself as soon as you do that. And it's very hard to explain. It's a strange feeling. To those of you that have done this, I know you understand what I'm talking about, but yeah, like if there's one piece of advice I could give you, especially when it comes to relationships, it's you gotta be able to let shit go, man. You're gonna lose a lot of fucking good things in your life holding so tight, holding on to negative shit for the life of you. Why are you holding on to it so much? Why won't you forgive yourself? Or why won't you forgive the person that did you wrong? And I'm not even one to speak on that because I hold grudges like a motherfucker. I never forget. I used to never forget. And I think you do yourself such a huge disservice when you think like that. Because you're not going to get everybody back, bro. You're not. The only person you can get back is yourself. And how you get back at yourself is by being better. Looking at your past self and realizing how much you've changed, how much good you've done, or how many people you've helped, or how fucking good you look. And you'll realize it when other people start to tell you about that too. And you'll realize it when other people tell you damn, dude, you're not the same person I used to know. I was the party kid. I was the fucking kid that every single weekend on the dot, Friday or Thursday night rolls around, calling up the homies who's ready to get fucked up. And I lost a lot of people. I lost a lot of relationships thinking like that and acting like that. I lost a lot of people that cared for me. People that really wanted what's best for me. I was that party kid, and nowadays people look at me, they're like, dude, I don't even recognize you. Not just because I look so much better, but because I talk differently, I walk differently, I think differently. I speak like I'm a new person, like I've always been this way. Because I kind of have always been this way, but I just didn't know it. I didn't know how to act like it. You know, I was a boy. And a lot of you grown-ass men out there are still boys, because you don't get it. And another thing too is when you guys start to better yourself and you're surrounded by the same people that you've done a lot of shit with, or even that you work with, like, people are gonna start looking down on you. It's so fucking weird. People see you start to win, even if it's just getting your physique better. Like, once you start getting in shape, you guys will see your fucking coworkers are gonna look at you differently. Your boss, your friends, maybe even your family, depending on where you know, what kind of situation or environment that you're in. People are gonna be like, who the fuck is this guy? Or who the fuck is this girl? Who do you think you are? Think you're so much better than us? It's like, well, no, not necessarily. I mean, I'm trying harder than you, but I'm just being better. And misery loves company, and pain and suffering loves company. So when you decide to stop being in pain and decide to stop suffering, those same people that you were around every single day or every single week want you to be in that pain with them. And it's fucking sad and it's unfortunate, but that's where you got to be able to cut the cord. You just got to be okay with losing people. You got to be okay with losing your old self. Look, and I get it, it's not easy, it's not comfortable, and it's hard and it's painful. Like, you don't want to let that version of yourself go. But look, man, it was the best fucking mistake I ever made. It was fucking up. Fucking up so bad that I had no other way to look but forward. It's like that saying, you know, when you hit rock bottom, the only place to go is up. Well, some people never go up, but I decided I have to. And it's a beautiful thing, really. Like, you start to look at life completely different. I know I was just bitching about how I want to leave this place so bad, but not even necessarily this place, just the world is so much more beautiful. You know, the sky, even the rainy days, even the shitty days, you just learn to admire life in a different way that you've never been able to before. Like, everything is beautiful. Even the pain, even the suffering. Like, it's such a unique experience that we were given to wake up every single day. And, you know, a lot of these people will never think about life like that. Life is always happening to me. You know, I'm walking down the street and I'm just living up here in this little box that I've created for myself of bullshit. But when you learn to accept life how it is and accept a shitty situation or accept that you're gonna be a better version of yourself, everything just opens up to you. You know, it's like you found a key and you've unlocked your mind. It's freeing. It's so freeing. It's a breath of fresh air every single day. It keeps you happy every single day. You're gonna wake up sometimes negative. That's fucking life. But I promise you'll complain less. I promise you'll have a little bit more of a positive outlook on life when you just fucking fix it. You fucked up a lot of shit in your life. So have I. And I know a lot of you people feel like you're so stuck down there, like, where do I even start to fix all this? Well, I'll tell you where you can start. It starts here in your body and up here in your mind. Because everything, like dominoes, will fall back into place after that. It's like it's meant to be once you start fixing this, the one thing that you were given that you have control over. It's the one thing. You can't control anything else. I can't control if that fucking building topples tonight or not. I can't control what these people down here are doing. I can't control what they think about me, what they feel. I can't control if the sun's gonna come up tomorrow. The only thing I can control is this. And I remember being young, man, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, feeling like I'm stuck and I've fucked everything up in my life. And I don't even know where to start to pick up these pieces. So it kept me in that hole. Pick the bottle up again. Pick the pills up again. Pick the weed up again. Because it's like, oh, I have so much to fix that there's not even a point in trying. Well, I promise you there is. A lot of people just don't want to deal with it. Honestly, a lot of you people are in so much pain every single day. I was in pain. Sometimes I'm still in pain. We all go through it. But now I learn to love it and like appreciate it. You learn to live life by yourself better. Like I struggle with that my whole life, being alone, being by myself. Like this is just a recent skill that I've been able to pick up where I'm just alone out here, able to live my life because it's my fucking life, you know? I've just never been able to figure out why. Well, now I've been able to figure out, but back then I never understood. Why is it so hard for me to be by myself? Why can't I just be in my head for a few moments? There always needed to be some background noise. There always needed to be someone talking. I need to be with somebody. The TV's got to be on. Music's got to be on. We all just live with so much noise. But when you turn the fucking noise off and you start to appreciate things, and it's so weird hearing myself say shit like this. I almost feel like a hypocrite because of how long I've been trapped in that. Because of how long I've been trapped in not being okay by myself. But truth is, I think you're meant to be by yourself for, you know, often. Not like live and die alone. Because a lot of you guys, well, unfortunately that's the reality for a lot of people, but even when you are in a relationship or have a family or whatever, like alone time is so important. And I used to get mad at like my girlfriend or whoever that just wanted to have some alone time because I didn't understand it. I was like, no, you need to be with me. Like, why don't you want to be with me? And I would like take it personally and take it out on them. And it was just like such a little boy mentality, you know? It's like funny how shit works like that. But truth be told, man, or woman, whoever needs to hear this, is when you are going through so much pain and suffering, but you still have a friend group, or you have a family or a wife or kids or a husband or whatever the fuck, you do so much harm to other people around you when you don't fix yourself. Like your suffering is now affecting many other people. And like, who gives you the right to make other people suffer? Right? That's what I did. I was just like, you know, when I was a kid, I would just stress my fucking parents out. My parents are now losing sleep, or my dad's losing sleep because I'm out there fucking up and there's nothing he can do about it. Or I'm causing my girlfriend, whatever girlfriend I had at the time, so much pain and suffering because I fucking am insecure, because I can't figure out my own shit, or because I look like shit. You know, and she fell in love with a man that I just wasn't able to hold myself to a standard. Or my friends just stopped hanging out with me because I just had nothing but bad vibes. I've never been a super negative person. I've always been pretty positive. But I like had a negative aura around me that those of my friends that were actually good friends didn't want to be around. And that fucking sucks. That hurts. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on here and tell you guys, like, no matter how much pain and suffering you're in right now, and I know a lot of you are in a lot, there's always a way out. There's always a way out. Whether that be your own spiritual beliefs, you know, God, the universe, or just going to the gym every fucking day and putting yourself through pain, putting yourself through discomfort, you know. I wanted to jump on here and tell you guys there's always a way out. But you have to be the one to do that. And I'm so thankful. I'm still, you know, figuring out my shit. I'm still working on myself. But I think I've obtained the ability to Like, I've self-mastered just in the sense of I'm able to know what I'm thinking at all times. I'm always able to decipher what feeling or emotion I'm having at the moment and instill the most discipline in myself. And I want to give that to other people now. Not just by jumping on here and talking to you guys, because talking's not always going to do a lot, but by teaching you guys something, you know? Specifically working out, because I love working out. I love fitness. I love building my body. And enough of you guys don't love doing that, you know? So that's why I took it upon myself to be a coach. That's why I took it upon myself to put myself out in the world and say, hey, come here and I will help you. I will give you the whole blueprint from start to bottom. Like, I will show you the way out, but you have to reach out, you know, you got to listen. So anyways, thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. Comment down if you need anything. Comment down if you need somebody to talk to, somebody to speak to. I'm here. Appreciate you guys.